History is full of mysteries. Artifacts so advanced, so out of place, they challenge everything we think we know about the past. Two of the strangest discoveries ever made, the Antikythera Mechanism and the Voynich Manuscript, continue to baffle experts. One is an impossibly advanced mechanical device found at the bottom of the ocean, and the other is a book filled with a language no one has ever been able to decode. Were these relics proof of lost knowledge, clues to a forgotten civilization, or something even stranger, the impossible machine? In 1902, off the coast of the Greek island of Antikythera, an archaeologist stumbled upon the wreckage of an ancient Roman ship. Among the marble statues, pottery, and treasures was a corroded bronze lump, unremarkable at first glance. But inside that chunk of metal was something no one had ever seen before. Gears, cogs, mechanical parts that should not have existed over 2,100 years ago. At first, scientists dismissed it, but as restoration efforts continued, they realized they weren't just looking at a random collection of metal. They had found a machine, a device so intricate, so far ahead of its time, that it seemed impossible. The artifact, now known as the Antikythera Mechanism, was the world's first known computer, created centuries before mechanical clocks were even imagined. But how could something so advanced exist in ancient Greece? And why was no other device like it ever found? A computer 1,500 years too early. For decades, the Antikythera Mechanism remained a mystery, its purpose unknown. That all changed when modern technology finally allowed scientists to see inside without damaging it. Using high-resolution X-ray imaging, researchers uncovered a complex system of 37 interlocking bronze gears, each one carefully engineered to exact specifications. This wasn't just a decorative artifact. It was a fully functional astronomical calculator. The mechanism could predict solar eclipses, lunar cycles, and planetary movements with incredible accuracy. It could track the Metonic calendar, a system still used in modern astronomy. Even more surprisingly, it kept records of the timing of ancient Olympic Games. Every gear, every rotation, was designed to process astronomical data centuries ahead of its time. The most shocking part? No other device like this was ever found from ancient Greece, or anywhere else. If this level of technology existed, why did it vanish? Did the knowledge to create it simply disappear? Or was it deliberately erased? Theories and unanswered questions. Some historians believe the mechanism was part of a lost tradition of Greek mechanical engineering, possibly inspired by the legendary inventor Archimedes. Others think it was a one-of-a-kind experiment, an isolated genius ahead of his time. But if that were true, who was this forgotten engineer? And how did they create something so advanced with the limited tools of the ancient world? The mystery deepens when considering that even 1,500 years later, the first mechanical clocks were less advanced than the Antikythera Mechanism. That raises a troubling question. Did humanity lose an entire branch of technological progress? Some speculate that the device wasn't Greek at all, that it was either stolen or gifted from an unknown civilization. And of course, there are those who suggest an even wilder explanation, that the knowledge to build it didn't come from Earth at all. But the Antikythera Mechanism isn't the only historical anomaly that has left experts scratching their heads. The book that no one can read. In 1912, a Polish book dealer named Wilfrid Voynich came across an unusual manuscript while browsing the archives of an Italian monastery. The book had no title, no known author, and no recognizable language. Every page was filled with bizarre, flowing script, completely indecipherable. Alongside the writing were hundreds of detailed, yet unrecognizable illustrations, strange plants, celestial charts, and what appeared to be tiny human-like figures engaged in rituals. From the moment Voynich discovered the book, he became obsessed with it. Who wrote it? What did it say? And why did no one seem to know where it came from? Over a century later, we still don't have answers. The unbreakable code linguists, historians, and cryptographers, including some of the world's top World War II code breakers, have spent decades trying to crack the Voynich Manuscript. Every known cipher and encryption method has been tested against it. None have worked. Even modern AI and quantum computing have failed to make sense of the text. Carbon dating places the book's creation between 1404 and 1438, but beyond that, nothing is certain. The manuscript's letters and symbols don't match any known language. Some experts believe it's written in a forgotten tongue that vanished from history. Others think it's an elaborate code designed to hide a secret message. But there's another possibility, one that makes the mystery even stranger. An elaborate hoax or a lost civilization? Some believe the Voynich Manuscript is nothing more than an elaborate hoax created by a clever con artist to deceive scholars. But if that's true, it's the most sophisticated forgery in history. The book contains over 260 pages of text, all written in an unbreakable language, with no mistakes or corrections. The level of effort required to create it suggests that whoever wrote it had a purpose. Theories about its origins range from secret alchemical knowledge to evidence of an undiscovered civilization. Some even claim it's the diary of an extraterrestrial stranded on Earth. And then, there's the strangest detail of all. Some of the manuscript's illustrations resemble things that shouldn't have been known at the time. One drawing looks eerily similar to a spiral galaxy, even though telescopes capable of observing them weren't invented until centuries later. Another appears to show a magnified view of a plant cell, despite microscopes not existing yet. How could the author have drawn what they shouldn't have been able to see? The biggest mystery of all. Both the Antikythera Mechanism and the Voynich Manuscript suggest that history might not be as straightforward as we think. One is a computer that predates modern technology by centuries. The other is a book that defies all attempts at translation. Were these relics evidence of lost knowledge, or are we simply not advanced enough to understand them yet? And if discoveries like these have been made, what else is still out there, waiting to be uncovered? History is full of secrets. Maybe we've only just begun to uncover the truth. Stay curious and subscribe for more incredible discoveries.